All right, a big Texas howdy to everybody out there. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Um, this is just an update video to what I've been working on. Got a little sidetracked on some stuff, and I'll show you what I'm talking about shortly. But what I want to show you tonight is one of my subscribers, Lynn Peterson, actually pointed this out. So big thank you to Lynn Peterson for this because this is actually excellent. I didn't even notice this until Lynn pointed it out, so I don't take any credit for this. Obviously, most of my subscribers know I don't take credit for a lot of finds because I don't normally find stuff. I go with what other people find, and then I look into it, research it, and see what it looks like, and then see if we can model it in 3D. So most of the time, 99% of the time, these are other people's finds. Okay, like the original video, this was Chris's find. We went through the live chat. I posted a link to his live chat, and I'll try to post it on this one also. Check out his live chat. Really interesting stuff in there. It always is, of course, but sometimes it's even more interesting than normal. All right, in this case, Lynn pointed this out. You'll find this if you start about 4 hours and 41 minutes into the live stream of the August 23rd, 2021 launch. And it's actually about 12 minutes and 8 seconds in is where you want to start to see this. I've got it queued up at 12 minutes and 4 seconds, and I've got the speed set to 1/4 speed so we can really see this. All right. What Lynn pointed out was that this object actually is flying up past the SpaceX rocket, the Falcon Heavy, and now they are coasting at this point. No engines are running. This is coasting, and they're doing about 27,000 kilometers per hour, which is just under 17,000 miles per hour. And this thing, it just zips up past this rocket and then loops around, and then that's where we'll see it again coming slowly across. It will come across almost like this, and then it turns at 90 degrees and cuts across the screen and comes down. So we saw the first part, or it would be the second part of this, but this is what Lynn pointed out, and this is how we know this is not an ice particle. It is not something falling off the craft. If anything qualifies as a UFO, this has got to be it, because you will see this thing passing the craft. I would say about at least double the speed. So if they're flying at 27,000 kilometers or 16.7 thousand miles per hour, this thing is probably going about double that. All right, so let's take a look. I've got this at 1/4 speed, and we're going to take a look at this, and I'm going to try to show you where this thing is. All right, so I've muted the audio so I don't get a copyright strike, but this is really cool. And what Lynn pointed out is you're going to actually see this thing coming, zipping up across here on the right hand side. So there we have separation. These, I think, are the actual explosive bolts. All right, I thought it was the ones that were on the inside, but it's that one. All right, so we're at 11, 12. I think it happens at about 13 seconds. All right, so I just paused it for a second so I can explain this. Take a really close look, and you're going to see this same object, very same object, zip up past this way. And what I think that it does is actually loop around and then come back down at a slower pace. All right, here we go. And once again, this is Lynn's find, not mine. Oh, there it went. Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but it was right here. So let's back up. God, this is going to be hard to back up. I apologize. Okay. Okay. Alright, so watch real closely in here. Let's go. Even at 1/4 speed, this is what we're playing at, is 1/4 speed. This thing zips past really, really fast. And it's traveling up and towards you, okay, at an angle like this. And it is super fast. So, could it be debris falling away from the craft? No. How would it gain speed when this thing's already doing 27,000 kilometers per hour? And like I say, this time I actually moved I didn't realize my mug was right in the way of the speed and the altimeter. Alright, so they're coasting at this point. They're weightless, they're coasting. Like I say, there's microgravity, but they are basically weightless at this point. They do feel the slightest pull of gravity, and that's it. They're coasting. The engines are off. You'll see the speed just slowly start to drop. There it went from 27,001 to 27,000, and I think it gets down when this craft passes by to 26,000.999. That's how little gravity they have. Like I say, the engines are off. So, all right, here we go. Separation, and then watch right in here. You're going to see this thing just zip on by, and I think it's about the 12-second, somewhere in there. You'll see this thing just zip by. Once again, thank you. And those are the ice particles, by the way. Here we go. Ooh, right there, right there. You see that? Right there. Just zipped on by. Then it's going to come over here off camera and flip around, making maneuvers that are impossible for our technology. And then here it comes. It's going to start passing by. There it is. So it looped around right here. Now it's coming across here. See how it's tumbling? And then here it comes across. Boom. Right off screen. That is incredible. Thank you, Lynn. That proves to me, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this is some sort of craft intelligently controlled. It's definitely not ice, and it's definitely not a piece of the craft falling off, because how would it accelerate faster than the craft itself? All right, unless it had its own propulsion. Take that with a grain of salt. But I believe that this is an intelligently controlled craft, and that right there proved to me that this must be a craft and not a piece of ice and not a piece of material or an object that separated from the craft. There's no way it could out-accelerate the rocket. Okay? So, just want to point that out. Now, here we go. I started working on this. I got the rocket scaled up. All right. And I don't know why I modeled the first stage. I don't know why I'm modeling the Raptor engine. We're not even going to use it in this video. I probably will, because as this is all happening, the first stage is descending down onto the drone carrier where it lands. And it made a successful landing. And we only have these two parts of the craft that we're working with. But I got into this and kind of got sidetracked a little bit, because I was just going to model the cone of the Raptor engines, and I got a little distracted and started putting some stuff into it. So what I may do, like I say, is I may, when I get completely done with the Raptor engine, which this is probably all I'm going to do for the video itself, but I'll probably go ahead and continue modeling this thing and load it up to Discord if anybody's interested. All right, so this is what I did on this. I'm going to hide the background panel, and what I did was I'm going to try to get the other image of the Raptor engine in, as I definitely modeled the cone, Alright, so this is the cone here. Alright. And then I just modeled a basic, you'd be surprised if I told you this is just a basic cube with a subdivision surface, I think level 1 on it. Oh, excuse me. Nope, it is level 2 subdivision on it. And then I just put the image texture, not from this one, but the panel I have behind it, onto that. So that's just basic. Alright. And if I go into edit mode, go into solid view, you can see there's only a few lines on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines basically to separate to get the shape. And then I put the subdivision on it. That's just for you modelers out there or anyone interested in modeling. You don't have to model this thing completely, but that's the basic shape that it has. And it's got all these pipes and wires. And that would take forever to model, so I was like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to do that. But what I did model, and let me just go, and I'm going to hide this. And this is all the parts that I modeled. This is the turbo. You can see the turbocharger right here. And I think this is a cooler, an intercooler or something. And then you have all these little connections, these flange connections where it connects up. So I modeled those. And then once again, that's the top of the Raptor engine. And then I said, well, I got to model this piece at the top. I think this is a part. Let me unhide the panel. And I think that this part, let me hide this. Oops. Click on this. Is what allows the thing to pivot. You can kind of see a pivot right here. That's not the best one. Maybe it's better on the other one. Let's go Control Z, unhide that. Let's go to this panel. Which one has the better view of it? Well, there you go. Alright, so you kind of see that pivot, and I'm not done with it, but it looks like there's a pivot here, and this plate is what mounts up inside the rocket. And then you can see this pivot right here. And it's got whatever this little box thing is. If I hide all these. And you got this box and these little arms coming down and stuff like that. So that's what I got stuck on with modeling this darn engine. Because it's so cool. When you look at all the pieces, it's really cool. And I've still got a long ways to go. But like I say, I think we're pretty well done with what we're going to use for the video. But that's what I spent my time on, sadly. Instead of worrying about the video, because there's 9 of these underneath the rocket, and you know, underneath that first stage. So I really don't think we're going to use them, but it was fun anyway. All right, just wanted to give you that update. You guys take care. Oh, and I'm still working on the UFO itself. Just looking at the different angles and stuff, and this thing, like I say, was rotating, and just trying to get the shape down. And once again, I think I have it a little thick here. Let's see. So if I move this, grab along the X, and just thin that down, I think it's about closer to right there. Maybe just a little wider. Grab X, right about there. That's probably closer to the shape of it, at least from what we can tell in the different views. All right, so that's what we're working on. And by the way, this once again has a subdivision surface on it. It's got a bevel. I didn't apply the subdivision, or oh no, it's still there. No, it's not. Just the bevel modifiers on there. Okay, so I didn't put a subdivision on here. I just put the bevel modifier. But there you go. That's what we're working on. We're trying to get it done. Apologize. I still haven't textured my rocket yet. And I think the nose cone is the actual Crew Dragon. I think I have it a little tall or not wide enough. It just doesn't look quite right. So I may go in and change that a little bit. But there you go. That's what we're working on. So you guys take care. and I'm still plugging away at it. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys and gals.